Hi friends, welcome to my channel Mathematics Idea. This video is also available in Hindi. यह वीडियो हिंदी में भी उपलब्ध है. If you are first time viewing this channel and directly this video, then I will suggest you to go through my introduction video first to understand the presentation structure of the course content. Today we are at the workshop session 10 for the matrices. Okay, we are at the workshop session 10 for the matrices. Before workshop 10, we had completed workshop 9, in which we had covered adjoint and inverse of the matrices. Okay, we covered adjoint and the inverse of the matrices. In this workshop session, it is based on the application of the inverse. Okay, application of the inverse or application of the matrices. So there are number of applications for the matrices. I told you this in the detailed explanation class and introduction class as well. So go through my introduction class to understand what are all the different applications for the matrices. But one of the very important application at this standard is linear equations. Okay, to solve the linear equations. Okay, so normally a linear equation is represented by a1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2. Okay, this is a linear equation. It's a two variable linear equation, so we need two equations to solve the equations, right? Two equations are required to get the values of x and y. Are you following? Okay. So what are these two things represent? It represents a line. Okay, it represents a line, correct? So what are the three possibilities of these lines? Three possibilities are they will be intersecting. Okay, one line, suppose this is line 1 and this is line 2. So line 1 and line 2 are intersecting. Line 1 and line 2 are parallel. This is 2 and this is 1. Or line 1 and 2 can lie on each other. 1 is this is 2. Okay, so there are three possibilities. Are you getting it? There are three possibilities for constructing two lines. Either we can construct that both of them are intersecting. Okay, so the intersection point you would have learned in your junior classes that the intersection point will be the solution of these two equations. That means the point coordinate x comma y will be the solution of these two equations. If two are parallel, then it's a no solution. Here it's a unique solution. This point is known as a unique solution. Here it is a no solution, and here it is infinitely many solution. One line is over the another line, so there are infinite number of points possible between these two lines. So it's infinitely many solution. Here there is no solution possible. Okay, there is no points, so it is a no solution. Are you getting it? Okay. So whatever the equation I had written in two equations of two variable of degree 1. Degree 1 means this is a linear equation, right? So it is a degree 1. Power is 1 of x and y. So this is a degree 1 linear equation, two variables. Okay. This I can represent in matrix form as well. How to represent that in matrix form? Matrix form it will be written as A1, B1, A2, B2, X, Y equal to C1, C2. This is how I can represent that into the matrix form. Here you can see I will get A1x plus B1y equal to C1. If I will multiply these two, first equation will be a1x plus b1y equal to c1, which is my this equation. Another is a2x plus b2y equal to c2, which is this equation. Are you getting it? So I can write it as ax equal to c. Okay. Now to find the values of x and y, I have to find x matrix, which is a column matrix. So x will be, what I will do, I will multiply with A inverse on both the sides. Once I will multiply with A inverse on both the sides, it will be A inverse. Here it will be A inverse. Okay. So A inverse into A will be the identity matrix. So x equal to A inverse C. X will be equal to A inverse C. What is this A matrix? A matrix is a coefficient matrix, coefficients of x and y. So we have to find the inverse of this coefficient matrix. Once we find inverse of the coefficient matrix, we will multiply with the constants. Okay, we will multiply with the constants, then we will get the values of the variables. Are you getting? Okay, right. Now, whether this x will have solutions or no solutions or infinitely many solutions will depend on this A, will depend on this A and this C as well. How I can tell it depends on A is, here I had written here it as A inverse. Is it possible that all matrices are invertible? No, right? Whenever the determinant is 0, then it is non-invertible, right? So whenever there is A inverse possible, then we will have this condition. That means we will have unique solution for that. Whenever A inverse is possible, that means A is a matrix which is invertible. Understood? So it will yield, that means that A is not equal to 0, it will yield unique solution. It will yield unique solution. Now, if that A is equal to 0, if that A is equal to 0, then these two conditions are possible. Okay, these two conditions are possible. So once that A is equal to 0, okay, once that A is equal to 0, we have to find adjoint A into C. Okay, we have to find adjoint A into C. If this turns out to be 0, okay, if this turns out to be 0, then it can be either no solution, this is the condition of no solution, and it is the condition of infinitely many solutions. So when adjoint AC equal to 0, then it will have two possibilities, no solution or infinitely many solution. If this adjoint A and C is not equal to 0, adjoint A and C is not equal to 0, then definitely it's a no solution. Then definitely it's a no solution. Are you getting it? So I will repeat again. Linear equation, two linear equations can be represented in this form. If there are three, then there will be A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3, X, Y, Z. If there are three variable, okay, three variable, then three equations are required. Okay. So the coefficient matrix is represented by A. So whether it will be a unique or no solution or infinitely many solution will depend on A inverse. When A is an invertible matrix, then it is an unique solution. When A is a non-invertible matrix, that means det equal to 0, we have to proceed further to find adjoint A into C. If adjoint A into C is equal to 0, then it can be no solution and it can be infinitely many solution. If adjoint A into C is not equal to 0, then it is a no solution. No solution is also termed as inconsistent. Inconsistent means it does not contain anything. It does not consist anything. Okay. Unique solution is known as consistent. Okay. Unique solution is also known as consistent. Okay. In this workshop session 10, we will solve the further problems on the linear equations, which is based on NCERT textbook. Okay. Further linear equations, which is based on the NCERT textbook exercises. Okay. Now let's get started. Let's move on to problem number 1. What problem number 1 says? We have to examine the consistency of the system of the equations. Okay, we have to examine the consistency, whether it is consistent or inconsistent, we have to tell. Okay, for this, how can we write it in the matrix form? Matrix form we can write it as 1, 2, 2, 3, x, y equal to 2, 3, right? X plus 2y equal to 3, x plus 2y equal to 2, so x plus 2y equal to 2. After that, 2x plus 3y equal to 3, 2x plus 3y equal to 3. Getting? So this is how you can write these two linear equations in the matrix form. Okay. So what is my A matrix now? A matrix will be 1, 2, 2, 3. This will be my A matrix. Now I will find the determinant of A. So determinant of A is 3 minus 4 equal to minus 1. So determinant of A is not equal to 0. That means it is a unique solution. This is a unique solution, or we can tell consistent. Unique solution or consistent. Right? Now let's move on to another part of this question. X plus 3y is 5 and 2x plus 6y is 8. So my matrix will be 1, 3, 2, 6, x, y equal to 5, 8. This will be the matrix, right? In matrix method, this will be the equation. X plus 3y equal to 5, 2x plus 6y equal to 8. Right? Okay. What is my A matrix over here? It is 1, 3, 2, 6. Now let's find determinant of A. Determinant of A is 6 minus 6 equal to 0. Okay. Once determinant is 0, we have to find adjoint AC. Adjoint A and C is constant. Now what is adjoint A for this? I will write here. Adjoint A, it will be cofactors transpose. So one's cofactor is 6, 3 cofactor minus 2, 2 cofactor minus 3, 6 cofactor 1, and transpose of this, which is equal to 6 minus 2 minus 3, 1. So adjoint of A into C will be 6 minus 3 minus 2 minus 2 and 1. This will be adjoint A, and my constants are 5 and 8. Okay, this is adjoint A into C. Now what will be the result of this? This will be one column matrix. 6 5 are 30, 8 3 are 24. 30 minus 24 is 6. Minus 10 plus 8 minus 2. So this is 6 and minus 2. That means adjoint A and C are not equal to 0. Whenever it is not equal to 0 means lines are inconsistent. So equations are inconsistent. So this is no solution or inconsistent. Okay, no solution or inconsistent. So number second is no solution or inconsistent. Okay, got it? This completes problem number 1. Let's move on to problem number 2. Let's move on to question number 2. In question number 2, again we have to examine the consistency of the system of the equation. We don't have to find the solution. This question is not asking about what is the value of x, y and z. It's just asking whether it is a consistent or not or inconsistent, right? So we have to examine the consistency. This is a 3 variable problem. So what will be my A matrix for this? X plus y plus z, 1 1 1 coefficient matrix it is. So x coefficient, y coefficient and z coefficient. It will be 1 1 1. After that 2 3 2, x coefficient 2, y coefficient 3, z coefficient is 2, a 2a. X coefficient is a, y coefficient is a and z coefficient is 2a. X, y, z equal to, what are all the constant? For first equation constant is 1, second equation it's 2, third equation it's 4. So this will be my Ax equal to C, or you can write Ax equal to B as well. Okay, Ax equal to B as well. Now A inverse, for getting whether A inverse is possible or not, we have to find det of A. So what is det of A for this? I will expand through row 1. So it will be 6a minus 2a minus 4a minus 2a plus 2a minus 3a. So it will be 4a minus 2a minus a. Answer is A. So determinant is A. So it's a non-zero, right? Because we got term as A. Okay. So determinant is non-zero. That means it is a unique solution. Unique solution or consistent. Anything you can tell. It is unique solution or it is a consistent. Right? So this is the first part of the second question. Now let's move on to second part. For this 3x minus y minus 2z equal to 2. So what will be my A matrix? A matrix will be 3 minus 1 minus 2. 3 minus 1 minus 2. Here x coefficient is 0. That's why x term is not there. X coefficient is 0. After that 2 minus 1. Z coefficient is minus 1, y coefficient is 2. X coefficient is 3, y coefficient is minus 5. And here z coefficient is 0. That's why z term is not there. So it will be 3 minus 5, 0. X, y, z equal to 2 minus 1, 3. Okay. So this is my Ax equal to B form. Now I have to find the determinant of A. So what will be the determinant of A? I will find through first row. Once I will find through first row, it will be 3 into minus 5 minus minus 1 means it will become plus 3, and after that minus 2, it will be 0 and it will be 6. Okay, so minus 2, it will be 0 and minus 6, so it will become plus 6. So it is minus 15 plus 15 equal to 0. So determinant for this is equal to 0. So once determinant is 0, what we have to do? We have to find adjoint A into B. So let's do that. What will be adjoint A for this? Adjoint A is cofactors transpose. So adjoint A will be For 3, adjoint will be 0, minus 5. So it is minus 5. For minus 1, adjoint is 0 plus 3. So minus 3, because here it is negative of minor. Minus 2, minor will be minus 5. 0 minus 6. So minus 6. Cofactor equal to minor. Here cofactor is negative of minor. Minor is 0 minus 10. So it is 10. And 0 minus 10, yeah, 10. For this element 2, it is 0 plus 6. 6. Positive minor. 6. For minus 1, it is minus 15 plus 3, minus 12. Minus 12, it will become 12. Okay, negative of the minor. For 3, it is 1 plus 4, 5. Positive 5. Okay, for 3, 1 plus 4. Yes. After that, for minus 5, it is minus 3 minus 0. So it will be plus 3. And for minus 5 minus 3, yeah, 0. And after that, if you take this 0 element, then it is 2 3 just 6. So it will be 6. So this is the cofactors, and you have to do the transpose of this. So once you do cofactors transpose, you will get it as 5 minus 3 minus 6, 10, 6, 12, 5, 3, 6. This will be the adjoint. So what is adjoint A into B? B is our constant matrix 2 minus 1 3. So it will be minus 5 10 5 minus 3 6 3 minus 6 12 6, and my constant matrix is 2 minus 1 3. Okay, minus 5 into 2 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 minus 20 minus 20 plus 5 plus 15 is minus 5. So first element is minus 5. Minus 3 into 2 minus 6 minus 6 minus 6 minus 12 plus 9 3 minus 3. Okay, minus 12 plus 9 minus 3. So it is minus 3. So it is minus 5 minus 3 and minus 6 into 2 minus 12 minus 12 minus 12 minus 24 plus 18 is 6. So it will be minus 6 minus 24 plus 18 is minus 6. So this is non-zero. Minus 5 minus 3 minus 6 is an non-zero. So as this is non-zero, adjoint AB is non-zero, so this is an inconsistent or no solution. Okay, so this is an inconsistent or no solution. Okay, this is an inconsistent or it's a no solution. Okay, this completes problem number 2. Let's move on to problem number 3. Okay, let's move on to problem number 3. What the problem number 3 says is, we have to solve the system of the linear equation by using matrix method. Matrix method is Ax equal to B, the same method which we discussed in starting of our class as a theory. Same method we have to use. So here we have to solve. We don't have to tell inconsistent or consistent just by finding the determinant. Okay, so here we have to solve. So what is the A matrix for me in this? So A will be, first let me write it into the matrix form. So it will become 5 2 7 3 into x y equal to 4 and 5. So it is in the form of Ax equal to B, right? It is in the form of Ax equal to B. So what I told, x will be equal to A inverse into B. So we have to find the A inverse. So for A inverse, This is my A matrix. What will be the determinant of A? Determinant of A will be 15 minus 14 equal to 1. What will be adjoint of A? Adjoint of A will be cofactors transpose. Cofactor of 5 is 3, 2 is minus 7, 7 is minus 2 and 3 is 5. You have to transpose it. So it will be 3 minus 7 minus 2, 5. This will be the adjoint. What is A inverse? A inverse will be 1 by dat A into adjoint A. 1 A inverse, in previous workshop session 9 we had done it. Okay, 1 by dat A means 1 by 1, so it will be 1 into adjoint A, 3 minus 2 minus 7, 5. This is A inverse. To find the x, we have to do A inverse into B, right? To find the x, we have to do A inverse into B. So x is having x and y. What is A inverse here? 3 minus 2 minus 7, 5. What is B? B is 4, 5. Okay, constants of the equation. So we have to multiply these two, then we will get the value of x. So it is 4 3 are 12, 5 2 are 10. So it is 2. Okay, 12 minus 10, 2. 7 4 are 28. So minus 28 plus 25 minus 3. So it will be 2 and minus 3, product of these two. It's equal to x and y. Okay, so what is the value of x? X value is 2 and y value is minus 3. Are you getting? So this completes problem number 3. Let's move on to problem number 4. Let's move on to problem number 4. Problem number 4, again we have to solve the system of this equation by using matrix method. So what will be my A? A will be 4 minus 3, 3 minus 5. X matrix will be x, y equal to 3, 7. Right? 3 and 7. So what is here? 4x minus 3y. So 4 and minus 3 will be the coefficients of x and y for first equation. 3 and minus 5 are the coefficients of x and y for second equation. Okay, so we have to find x is equal to A inverse B. So A inverse B product we have to find. So we have to find x, which will be found by A inverse into B. What is A here? A is 4 minus 3, 3 minus 5. What will be the dat A? Dat A will be minus 20 plus 9 equal to minus 11. So dat A is minus 11. What will be the adjoint A? Adjoint A. For adjoint A, you have to find cofactors transpose. So 4's cofactor is minus 5. Cofactor of minus 3 is minus 3. Cofactor of 3 is 3. Cofactor of minus 5 is 4. Transpose of this. So it is minus 5, minus 3, 3, 4. This is the adjoint A. What will be my A inverse? My A inverse is 1 by dat A. Dat A means minus 11. So it will become minus 1 by 11 into adjoint A. Adjoint A is minus 5, minus 3, 3, 4. Okay. So this is my adjoint A. Now I have to find A inverse B for x. So x equal to A inverse B. So A inverse is minus 1 by 11, minus 5, 3, minus 3, 4 into what is B? B is 3, 7. So 3 and 7. Okay. So now let's do the product. Minus 5 into 3, 15. 3 into 7, 21. 21 minus 15, 6. So minus 1 by 11. Here it will be 6. Minus 3 into 3, minus 9. 7 4 are 28. So minus 9 plus 28 is 19. So here it is 19. So x and y are minus 6 by 11. So minus 1 by 11 will be multiplied inside. It will become minus 6 by 11. Here it will become minus 19 by 11. So x equal to minus 6 by 11 and y equal to minus 19 by 11. Okay, this completes problem number 4. Let's move on to problem number 5. Let's move on to problem number 5. So problem number 5 says we have to solve this system of the linear equation. So this is 3 variable. Okay, x, y, z are the 3 variables. For this constant is in fraction 3 by 2, second equation. So I will multiply entire equation by 2. So what the equation will become? Equation will become 2x. It will be 2x. Okay, I will change the marker here. (2x) plus y plus z equal to 1. Z equal to 1, and here it will be 2x minus 4y minus 2z equal to 3, and 3y minus 5z equal to 9. Okay, so what will be my A equation? My A equation, A matrix. So my A matrix will be 2 1 1 2 minus 4 minus 2 0 3 minus 5. For third equation, x coefficient is 0 because x is not there. So x coefficient is 0 for third equation. Okay, are you getting it? So 2 1 1 are the coefficients of x, y and z. 2 minus 4 minus 2 and 0 3 minus 5. Okay, this is my A matrix. What will be my det A? Determinant of A will be 2 into, I will expand through row 1. Okay, I am expanding through row 1. So it will be 20 plus 6. 2 into 20 plus 6. Okay, plus, sorry, minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 10 plus 1 into 6, so it will be 6. Okay, so it is 2 into 26, it will be 52 plus 10 plus 6, so it will be 68. 52 plus 16, 68. So determinant is 68. So I will rub this out and I will keep this value somewhere over here. That determinant of A is 68. Right? Now we will start finding adjoint A. Adjoint A is cofactors. For A inverse, we have to find what is the value of x. X will be A inverse B. So we have to find A inverse first. Okay. So to find A inverse, it is 1 by det A into adjoint A. So det A we found which is 68. So now we will find adjoint A. What is the cofactor of 2? It is 20 plus 6, 26. Cofactor of 1, minus 10, 0. So 10. Cofactor of 1, 6. So it is 6. After that, cofactor of 2. Cofactor of 1 is 6. Yeah. Cofactor of 2. It is minus 5, minus 3, minus 8. It will become plus 8. Cofactor of minus 4. Cofactor of minus 4. So it is minus 10, 0. So it is minus 10. Cofactor of minus 4 is minus 10. Yeah. Cofactor of minus 2. Cofactor of minus 2 will be 6. Minus 6 it will be. Cofactor of minus 2, right? So it will be 3 2 just 6. So it will be minus 6, negative of the minor. Now cofactor of 0, it is minus 2 plus 4, 2. Okay, cofactor of minus 4 is, cofactor of 0 is minus 2 plus 4, it is 2. And cofactor of 3 is minus 4 minus 2, so it is minus 6, it will become 6. Okay, cofactor of 3, we will check again, it is minus 2, cofactor of 3 is minus 4 minus 2, minus 6, so it will become plus 6. And minus 5 cofactor is minus 8 minus 2, so it will be minus 10. Okay, minus 5 cofactor is minus 8 minus 2 minus 10, so it is minus 10. And transpose of this will be the adjoint, so it will be equal to 26, 10, 6, 8, minus 10, minus 6, 2, 6, minus 10. So this will be the adjoint A. What will be my A inverse? My A inverse will be 1 by that A into adjoint A. So 1 by that A is 1 by 68. 1 by 68. And adjoint A will be 26, 8, 2, 10, minus 10, 6, 6, minus 6, minus 10. Okay, now for x, what we have to do? We have to multiply A inverse with B. So what is B here? 1, 3, 9. So B matrix is, this is A matrix, and B matrix is 1, 3, 9. The constant terms over here, 1, 3, 9. So we will do A inverse B. So I am doing here A inverse into B. So I will multiply with 1, 3, 9. Okay, I will multiply with 1, 3 and 9. So what it will be? 26, 9 to the 18 and 8 to the 24. 24 plus 18. 24 plus 18 is 32. No, 42. 24 plus 10, 34. 34 plus 8 is 42. 42 plus 26. 42 plus 26 is 68. So first element is 68. Now second, 10 minus 30 minus 20. Minus 20 plus 54. 34. 54 minus 20. 34. This is 6 minus 18 minus 12. Minus 12 minus 90. Minus 12 minus 90 is minus 102. So minus 102. So this will be 1 by 68. So this will be my x equal to, and here it is x equal to 68, 34 minus 102 by, so it is 68 by 68. So it will become 1. 34 by 68, it will become 1. 34 by 68, it will become 1 by 2. Minus 102 by 68, it will become 34 3 is 102 and 34 2 is 68. So minus 3 by 2. So once you consume 68 inside, you will be left with 1, 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. So what is the value of x? So here I will write x value. So x will be equal to, y will be equal to 1 by 2 and z will be equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, so z is equal to minus 3 by 2. This completes problem number 5. Let's move on to problem number 6. Let's move on to problem number 6. Problem number 6 is a 3-variable linear equation. So in this 3-variable linear equation, we have to find the values of x, y and z. So first let me write the A matrix. So A matrix for this will be 1, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 5, 2, minus 1, 3. So these are the coefficients of XYZ in each and every equation, right? What will be my B matrix? B will be 7, minus 5 and 12. So this is my B matrix, 7, minus 5 and 12. Okay, this is my B matrix. So what we know? We know that X equal to A inverse of B. So we have to find A inverse. Let's first find determinant of A. So determinant of A will be, I will expand through first row. Okay, so it will be 1 into 12 plus 5. Okay, 1 into 12 plus 5 minus 1, so it will become plus 1. It will become 6 plus 10, sorry 9, 3 3 is 9, so it is 9, 3 3 is 9 plus 10 plus 2 minus 3 minus 8. So minus 3 and minus 8, it will be minus 11. So it is 17 plus 19 minus 22. Here it is 12 minus 5, sorry. 12 minus 5. So it will become 7. Okay, 12 minus 5 is 7. So here it is 19 minus 22 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 7, it is 4. So determinant of A, we will write here, it is equal to 4. Okay, are you getting? So determinant of A will be 4. Okay, so I will rub this out. Now we will go towards finding adjoint A, because A inverse is equal to 1 by that A into adjoint A. So for adjoint A, it is cofactors transpose. So once cofactor, it is 4 3 is 12, 12 minus 5, 7, 12 minus 5, 7, yes. For second, for minus 1, it is 9 plus 10, it's 19. So 19, it will become minus 19. It is negative of the minor. 2, it is, for 2, it is minus 3, minus 8. So minus 11, it will be minus 11. After that, for 3, it is minus 3 plus 2. So it will be 1. Minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. For this it is negative, so it is 1. For 4, it is 3 minus 4. So it is minus 1. For minus 5, it is minus 1 plus 2. So it is plus 1. It will become minus 1. Okay. For 5, it is minus 1 plus 2. So it is plus 1, and minor, here cofactor is negative of minor, so it is minus 1. Okay. For 2, it is 5 minus 8. It is minus 3. 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8. It is minus 3. And for minus 1, it is minus 5, minus 6, minus 11. Minus 11, it will become plus 11. Okay, because here it is negative of the minor. And for 3, it is 4 plus 3, 7. So here it is 7. And transpose of this will be the adjoint, right? So transpose of that will be 7 minus 19 minus 11, 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 3, 11, 7. So this will be the adjoint A. What will be my A inverse? So my A inverse will be 1 by that A into adjoint A, means 1 by 4 into this entire matrix. 7, 1, minus 3, minus 19, minus 1, 11, minus 11, minus 1, 7 into, now for X we have to do A inverse into B. So what is B? 7 minus 5, 12. So we will do that. So it will become 7 minus 5, 12. So this will yield to my X. This will give me x, right? So 7 7s are 49. 49 minus 5 is 44. 44 minus 36. 44 minus 36 is 8. So here it will be column matrix. First element is 8. 1 by 4 is multiplied. Now minus 19 into 7. So it is 133. Okay. Minus 133 plus 5. Minus 128. Okay. Minus 133 plus 5 is 128. Minus 128. Minus 128. So minus 128. And after that 11 to the 22, 11 1 11, 132. So it will become 4. So on here it is 4. And here it is minus 77. Minus 77 plus 5. So it is minus 72. 12 7 is 84. 84 minus 72. 12. So it is 12. Okay. So what is the values of x, y, z now? So x can be written as x, this x can be written as x, y, z, okay, equal to 1 by 4 into 8, 2, 1 by 4 into 4, 1, after that here it is 3. So x, y, z is 2, 1 and 3. What we had done, we had found the adjoint A, we had found what is A inverse, multiplied with B to get x. So x will be 2, 1 and 3. Okay, this completes problem number 6. Let's move on to problem number 7. Let's move on to problem number 7. Problem number 7 is tells that if A is 2 minus 3 5, 3 2 minus 4, 1 1 minus 2, then find A inverse and solve this system of linear equations. For this system of linear equations, we can see this is a coefficient matrix. Okay, same as a coefficient matrix. So once we find the A inverse, then we will take the help of A inverse and we will multiply with this B, we will get x. Okay, so let's do that. So find A inverse. First we have to find determinant of A. So what will be the determinant of A? Determinant of A, I will expand through first row. It will be 2 into minus 4 plus 4. It will be 0. Minus 3 plus 3. Minus 6 plus 4. Minus 2. Okay. Plus 5. 3 minus 2, 1. So determinant is minus 1. Minus 6 plus 5, it is equal to minus 1. So determinant is minus 1. So I will rub this out and I get it noted that determinant of A is equal to minus 1. Okay. Now we will find adjoint of A. Adjoint of A. What will be the adjoint of A? It will be cofactors, transpose. So let's write the cofactor. Cofactor of 2 is minus 4 plus 4, 0. Cofactor of minus 3, minus 6 plus 4. It is minus 6 plus 4. Okay, so 2. So it will be minus 2. Okay, because it is negative of the minor. So minus 6 plus 4, it is minus 2. So it will become 2. Minus 6 plus 4. So it is minus 2. So here it will become 2. For 5, 3 minus 2, 1. So cofactor for 5 is 1. For 3, cofactor is minus 6 minus 5. Okay, 3, 6 minus 5, it is 1. Here negative of minor, so minus 1. For 2, cofactor is minus 4 and minus 5, minus 9. So here it will be minus 9, positive of minor. Here it is minus 4. Minus 4 is 2 plus 3, it is 5. So here it will become negative of minor, which is minus 5. Okay, 2 plus 3, 5, which is minus 5. For 1, it is 12 minus 10, so it will be 2. For 1, it is 12 minus 10. Yeah, it is 2. For 1, it is minus 8 minus 15. Minus 8 minus 15 is minus 23. Minus 23, here it will become plus 23. Because here it is negative of minor. Minus 2, it is 4 plus 9, 13. 4 plus 9 is 13. So here it is 13. Okay. This cofactors transpose. So my adjoint will be 0, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 9, 5, minus 5, 2, 23 and 13. So this will be my adjoint A. What will be A inverse? A inverse will be 1 by that A into adjoint A. So minus 1 into adjoint A will be 0, minus 1, 2, 2, minus 9, 23, 0, minus 1, 2, 2, minus 9, 23, 1 minus 5, 13. 1 minus 5, 13. Okay. So A inverse it is. What is my B matrix? So for X, we have to do A inverse B. Right? We had found, what is the question? Question is that we have to find A inverse. So this is the A inverse. Negative of this matrix will be the A inverse. Okay? 1 by that A into adjoint A. So that will be the A inverse. After finding the A inverse, we have to multiply it with B. So my B matrix is 11 minus 5 minus 3. Okay? This is my B matrix. Okay, let's do the multiplication. 0 into 11 is 0. 5 minus 6 is minus 1. 5 minus 6 minus 1. After that, 22 plus 45. 22 plus 45 is 67. Okay, 22 plus 45, 67. 67 minus 69 is minus 67 minus 69 is minus 2. Okay, 23 into 3 will be 69. 11 plus 25 is 36. 36 minus 39 is minus 3. And minus 1 is multiplied here. Okay, and minus 1 is multiplied over there. So my X matrix, which is X, Y, Z, is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, it is equal to 1, 2, 3. Let's write one intermediate step over here. Intermediate step is for A inverse. So A inverse will be 1 by that A into adjoint A. So you multiply this with minus 1. That A is minus 1. So here it is 0, 1, minus 2, 9, 23, minus 1, 5, minus 13. So this will be the A inverse. Okay, this is the A inverse because we have to find A inverse. So this is the one of the intermediate step which we had missed over here. So let's write that. After that we do A inverse into B. So we will get X as 1, 2, 3. So what is the value of X? X is 1, Y is 2 and Z is equal to 3. Okay. So this completes problem number 7. Let's move on to problem number 8. Let's move on to problem number 8. The problem number 8 says the cost of 4 kg onion, 3 kg wheat and 2 kg rice is 60 rupees. Cost of 2 kg onion, 4 kg wheat and 6 kg rice is 90 rupees. Cost of 6 kg onion, 2 kg wheat and 3 kg rice is 70 rupees. Then find the cost of each item by using matrix method. So this is also a linear equation. So first we have to form the linear equations. So for onion, I will take the price as X. Wheat, I will take it as Y. And rice, I will take it as Z. Okay. So 4 kgs of onions means 4X plus 3 kgs of wheat 3Y plus 2 kg of rice is 2Z equal to 60. Okay, this will be my first equation. Second equation will be 2 kg of onion, 4 kg of wheat and 6 kg of rice. This is equal to 90, and 6 kg of onion plus 2 kg of wheat plus 3 kg of rice equal to 70. So this will be the system of the linear equations which I have to solve. So what will be my A matrix? My A matrix will be 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 6, 6, 2, 3. This will be my A matrix. What is B matrix? B matrix is 60, 90, 70. Okay, B matrix is 60, 90 and 70. First, let's find that of A. That of A will be, I will find through row 1. So it is 4 into 12 minus 12. It is 0. Minus 3. It is 3 to just 6. 6 6 is 36. So 6 minus 36 plus 2. 4 minus 24. So it will be minus 90 plus, minus 90 4 0. Okay, after 3 it is 3 to the 6 minus 36 and it is minus 3, correct. So it will become plus 90. Okay, minus 3 plus minus 30. So it will become plus 90. After that 2 and it will be 4 minus 24. So it is minus 40. Okay, 90 minus 40. So this will be equal to 50. So determinant of this coefficient matrix will be equal to 50. After that, what will be my adjoint A? For finding A inverse, first I have to find adjoint A. So adjoint A will be, for 4, it will be 12 minus 12, it is 0. So first cofactor is 0. For 3, 6 minus 36 minus 30. Minus 30, so it will become plus 30, negative of the minor. Okay, yes, negative of the minor. 2, for 2 it will be 4 minus 24, so minus 20. So it is minus 20. For 2, it is 9 minus 4, it is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5, so it will become minus 5, negative of the minor. Here it is 12 minus 12, 0. 3 4s are 12, 6 2s are 12, yeah, 0. After that 6, it is 8 minus 18, so minus 10, it will become plus 10. And 6, it is 18 minus 8 is 10. It is 18 minus 8 is 10. For 2, it is 24 minus 4 minus 20, negative of the minor. So for 3, it is 16 minus 6, which is 10. So this will be the adjoint A. So cofactors transpose. So it will be 0, 30, minus 20, minus 5, 0, 10, 10, minus 20, 10. So this will be the adjoint A. Okay. So what will be my A inverse? So I will write A inverse here. A inverse will be 1 by that A into adjoint A. 1 by 50 into 0, minus 5, 10, 30, 0, minus 20, minus 20, 10, 10. This is my A inverse. I have to multiply with B to get X. So A inverse B will be, here it is 60, 90, 70. Okay, 60, 90, 70. Right. So this will be my X. X is A inverse B. So A inverse B, we have to find it. So it will be 1 by 50 into 0 into 60 0 minus 5 into 90 minus 450 minus 450 plus 700. So 700 minus 450 is 250. So it will be 250. 30 into 60 1800. 0 into 90 is 0. 1800 minus 1400 400. So it will be 400. Now here minus 1200 plus 900 is minus 300. Minus 300 plus 700 400. So it will be 400. So what will be my XYZ? My XYZ will be X matrix is my XYZ. Okay. So 250 by 50. Answer is 5. 400 by 50. 8. 400 by 50. 8. Okay. So X is 5, Y is 8 and Z is 8. So onions price is 5 rupees. Okay. Onions price is 5 rupees. 8 rupees is wheat price and 8 rupees is rice price. Okay. So 5 rupees, 8 rupees and 8 rupees. Okay. So this completes problem number 8 and this completes today's class as well. So what we had done in today's class? Today's class we had solved the system of the linear equations, 2 variables and 3 variables by using the matrix method. That is, we found it by using adjoint, inverse and determinants. Okay. If you are happy with the content, please press like, share and subscribe. Please do comment and press the bell icon. For the further questions, please stay connected with my workshop sessions. Thank you.